And that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Baltimore Ravens. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. First down, Wells. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there right off the bat. 52 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, They're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They showed off a nice juke. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Looking to throw. Wells. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now it's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's second and goal.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Patriot! Watch it now, Barney!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Here we go now. Blue 90. All right, now, look at 56.
Looking to throw on second down. Wells in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Throwing on 3rd and long. Wells under pressure again, and down he goes again. Willie Henry in there to drop it yet again, and he must be shell-shocked back there. That's now back-to-back-to-back sacks, and it's 4th down. And taken right at the 35. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference. It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Now Jackson. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's going to fire one, deep left side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
Gone!
Again, Jackson. Now he's forced out left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. He's got room to run past the 20. And they will finally get him down at the 28. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
The good old toss play. And this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side. But the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Willie Henry busting through to get him for a loss of 6. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Watch him now, Barney!
Back to throw. Wells. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Third and 2. Here's Jackson. That is wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. I got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. so that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Throwing after the interception. Wells escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete. The target there, Mac Hollins. And that'll bring up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn into...
And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Gone!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Calais Campbell in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
This is brought in at the 21. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Watch it now, Barney.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Leonard midfield, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not all
the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And his kick is right through. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now Jackson on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here this first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone! Now let's go! 3-19!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
On 2nd down, Jackson. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Jackson now. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Brandon, but was 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play caller, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he'll actually lose about 7 yards on the return, but they have possession of the football on the turnover. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 43. To throw is Jackson. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Lucky 56.
They go play action here on 1st down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissue. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing on 1st down. Wells, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off with great anticipation. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They go play action with Jackson. Flushed out right. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this one is incomplete. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go
half, spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
The 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Perriman with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Oh, 360. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Going for the deep ball. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 38. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
This quarterback now, 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Jackson dancing to his left. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, got him halfway there. You don't see the sneak all that often from the 2-yard line, because you definitely don't want to see your quarterback get clobbered. But you wonder if we might see the same play again.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll try and sneak it here. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in. And the Ravens add on. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Jags. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
3-19.
Now a play fake here on first down. Pass incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson.